Good afternoon again. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We'll get to the JRC here in a moment, but first, the disclaimers and the trigger warnings. If you're unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, pertinent links are going to be right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of Autistic Hoya's massive archive. We have it linked in every single video. It's basically an archive of receipts, folks. Anything you want to know, that is one of the best places for information in regards to this case. We also have linked in there the article written by Neuroclastic, the one where they surveyed over 800 ABA professionals in regards to the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center's so-called behavior modification program. The JRC did actually threaten them with a defamation lawsuit if they did not take the article off the website. Neuroclastic refused. Please, folks, read the article, share it on all your social media. We also have Neuroclastic's GoFundMe linked up in there as well, in case the JRC sees through with their threat, because unlike them, we unfortunately do not have access to unlimited streams of money. Trigger warnings when we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center or Agape Boarding School for Boys. You're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips or surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones. Also, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity and speak on dark subjects. If your child's 16 and younger and they are watching this, parental supervision is very much advised. Now, where we left off is we caught JRC in another lie. In particular, it's this sentence here, where the JRC states in their never-ending comment, the FDA thus uses undefined criteria of durability, even when it acknowledges there is evidence in the record that the ESD treatment is effective for at least up to 5 years and over the long run. Turns out, that is a lie, because we looked it up. And we're just going to go back to it. I'm going to read it a third time because, my God, it's good. Read it and weep, JRC. No, the FDA has not stated that there is evidence in the record that the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center's electrical stimulation device treatment is effective for at least up to 5 years or over the long run. But rather the FDA determined that the available evidence has not established a durable long-term conditioning effect or an overall favorable benefit-risk profile for ESDs for self-injurious or aggressive behavior. So, that was a lie. They never said that. Usually, when you catch someone in such an obvious lie, you are allowed to discount all of it. But unfortunately, in this age of my truth, as opposed to the objective, the truth, right? Alright, so let's pick up where we left off. We're going to go ahead and finish out the paragraph here. Alright. But before I do, JRC, we are aware that the shock lasts 2 seconds. I have explained to you, as have others, that when we are talking about pain, the duration in real time of how long the pain is applied to a person doesn't really matter. If you are dealing with intense, striking pain, that 2 seconds can be several lifetimes. Anybody who's ever suffered from extreme amounts of pain would be able to back me up on that. Quit using the 2-second thing as though it means anything in regards to the concept of pay. It's annoying. Now let's get into the paragraph. As noted above, see comment 2, there is ample evidence of what continued suppression of SIB and AB means for these patients. They are no longer inflicting severe injuries on themselves and others, and they can participate in education and recreation in the community. They can learn self-care and vocational skills, and they are free from traumatizing physical and psychological effects of frequent restraint and isolation. JRC, your GED device is a mechanical restraining device. It seizes the muscles, removing the person's ability to be able to move their limbs of their own volition. Means it stops them. Means it restrains them. That means the device that you are using to cause that effect is in actuality a mechanical restraint. My God. Number 2. You see, it doesn't mean that much to me or anybody else with 2 brain cells to rub together in the regards to, well, they'll quit inflicting severe injury on themselves, when the alternative is you are inflicting severe injuries on them. What is there not to get there? Like, what is confusing you on this? You've seen the ER records. You've seen the photos. We all have seen them. Okay? Essentially treating me causing myself serious injuries with instead having another person inflict severe injuries on me does not change the fact that one way or the other, I'm going to be severely injured. Logic. Do you all even know what it is, or can you actually properly define the word? And again, with education, recreation, and the community, because none of you all, for whatever reason, seems to escape me, believe that we should be able to participate in the things we wish to participate in. No, you gotta go be social. You gotta go do all these things. Neurotypical things are fun, even if your neurodivergent ass doesn't and despises every second, because you gotta be like them. They hated me in school, by the way, by the time I hit high school, because the next words out of my mouth is usually, why? Why should I make myself miserable for fake friends that like a caricature I created in my head instead of my authentic autistic ass? But yeah, vocational skills and the physical and psychological effects of restraint and isolation. Your device is a restraint. Your device, court proven, court certified, have caused very damaging psychological effects to the kids you forced it on. Jennifer Masamba has post-traumatic stress disorder. Andre McCollins also has post-traumatic stress disorder. Other survivors were able to come forward and also waived their HIPAA rights so that there could be a glance at their psychological records that showed the same. And then, because you remember that JRC, you threw a hissy fit because they didn't give you the name of those individuals. who came in, told their stories, and brought the receipts. You had a little hissy fit over it. Okay? Seriously. Your device causes psychological trauma just as much as self-injurious behavior does or aggressive behavior does. You calling it treatment doesn't change what it actually does. You can play wordsmiths all you want to, but the fact is being tortured on that device constantly has caused these kids psychological damage. Just like all abuse does. And just because it is a portable restraint doesn't mean it's not a restraint. Just because you can use a remote to trigger it instead of having to tie a straitjacket on, again, doesn't mean that makes it somehow not a restraint. Or the isolation. If it's going to JRC and being put on a human shock collar or isolation, put my ass in the padded room. I have a whole lot of experience of entertaining myself staring at walls for hours. I'll be fine. Just saying. Alright, folks, I know this one is short, but we're going to go ahead and close out on it. We don't get very many views on this channel, and the few we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So if you could, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and please don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time, and as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.